rules of divisibility. Which means, how do I know if a number will go into another number? Okay, you know a number is divisible by 2. You can divide a number divisible by 2 if what is true of it. 2 goes into every number that is, we just said it, Peter. Yeah, if it's even, 2 goes into it. You know 3 goes into a number because of what reason? Anybody remember the rule for divisibility of 3? Kelsey? Nope. 3 doesn't go into 17. Does it have to be an odd number for 3 to go into it?
No.
24 is not. 24 is not odd and 3 goes into it. Rule of divisibility for 3. Gary?
Sum of the digits, and if it is like 9 or something, it can go into it.
It's the little thing we call the sum of the digits rule. And the sum of the digits says this, that if, when you add all its digits, if when you add the digits, that sum is divisible by 3, so is the number. Which doesn't make any sense to anyone until we show an example. I did not expect you to understand what this means until we do an example. Let's say I have the number 111,111. Okay. The sum of the digits checked for divisibility by 3 says this. You take all of the digits and add them together. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. Add them together, I get 6. If 3 goes into that sum, then 3 will also go into the number that you started with. So since 3 goes into 6, I know that 1,100 or 111,111 is not a prime number because 3 goes into it because of the sum of the digits. And that could have been the same thing when we talked about 57. What is the sum of the digits of 57? 5 plus 7 is 12, and since 3 goes into 12, you know that 3 goes into 57. How about 78? That's an even number. How about 79? Would that be a prime number? Jacob?
No.
It would not because
4 goes to 16.
no. Sum of digits only works with 3.
Oh, it does?
It's only 3 that works with. It doesn't work for every other number. So because otherwise you'd end up with no number would end up being that because you'd be able to take something into everything. 9 works as well, but the thing with 9, if it's something's divisible by 9, it's also divisible by 3. So yeah, 9 works with the sum of the digits too. Okay, 79 is probably a prime number. Prime numbers get a little goofier when you start talking about having 11 as a factor. Okay, because the number 77, you do the sum of the digits test, 7 plus 7 is 14. Well, 3 doesn't go into 14, but 77 is not prime because 11 goes into it. And you start getting, same thing with 13. 13 times 7 is 91. 91's not a prime number. Anyways, that'll get you there. And the other rule of divisibility you need to know is 5 for sure. How do you know if a number 5 goes into a number? If it is, Peter?
It ends with 5 or 0.
Yeah. Ends with a 5 or a 0. So you know any number that ends with a 5 or a 0 is definitely not prime. Which leads us to the next thing, take us forever. New piece of paper.